The SortitoutSI Data update is back live, and as this is a community-driven update, we want you to contribute for the latest changes, and I'm going to show you exactly how you do it in this video. Stay tuned. In the past, we've done videos on how you install the data update and what's included in the data update and the various versions therein of it. But it basically makes all transfers live as they happen every single day. There is a new version of the data update with the latest transfers put in place. And this went live again once after the 23.4 version of Football Manager 23 came out, early April. So this video is going to go through all of the things you can do to update the data update and how you can contribute to make this community project the best in the community. And we'll show you how to do things, how to moderate things, how to update transfers, what proofs you need to do so as well, all in this video. And if you want to follow the link in the description down below, you can become a moderator as well, apply for a staff position over at SortitoutSI and help moderate this data update and make sure it is at the highest quality possible. Now, without any further ado, we're going to do a couple of transfers which have already happened, but we've done it here as we've done it live. We've recorded the footage of doing it, and I can tell you exactly how to do so and what you need to do and what you don't need to do to make transfers happen in the data update. Okay, so at the end of March, you will have noticed that Nagelsmann has left FC Bayern and been replaced by Thomas Tuchel, and we're going to do that now in the data update here. So first, you can either search by the player's name or go through the database itself and find by browsing through. So you go through Europe, Germany, the Bundesliga. You can see it all here as we're going through. Not Bayern here, we need to go to the Bundesliga here. So Bundesliga here at the top, then find Bayern as well. You can just simply search for them or scroll, and then you can get a list of all of the players and staff who are contracted to Bayern in the data. And you can find here, if you search for Nagelsmann, it's listed by first name. So there you go, Julian Nagelsmann is right there. And to release a player, it is really, really simple. But before you do anything, you need to check that no other submissions have been made. No one's already beat you to it. So you need to make sure there's nothing in there, and then click Edit Data. And to release a player, you just simply delete the club team contracted to there, and then remove all of the data, date, the expiry date and the start date of the contract. And if basically that's all you need to do. You need to put in a proof, however, to make sure that it is a actual transfer and not just rumoured. And the best thing to do with proofs is either to use an official club statement, preferably in English, or the player's transfer market page, because we'll go through a transfer market page in a second as well. But here we can see the official Bayern statement about Nagelsmann parting company with the club and Tuchel replacing him. Just copy the link there from this page and place it into the proof section, which we'll show you in a second. We just copied it here. We paste it into this proof for the submit change and hit submit, and it is perfect. It's done, and it's straight away in there. Now, we'll go in through how to edit, moderate all of the edits that are put in there. So obviously this is a staff member who's done this, so it's gone in automatically. Footy Gamer has done this edit, so it's already enabled. We need to find Tuchel as well and do the same thing. Just click Edit Data. It's quite simple to find the club. If you've not got a club, it's easy. Just search for FC Bayern, simply there. You want to make sure that all the contract roles and contact dates are in exactly as we need them. So you go manager, first team. We'll find the contract dates and expiry dates and start dates from the press release once again. So this is basically the one announcing that Tuchel is new head coach at Bayern. Again, this is needed for the proof, and you can take the dates here. So the contract date here is the 30th of June, and it's signed in, yes, at 30th of June 2025. Editing that in there, brilliant. And the start date at the end of March 2023, sorry. But it's important to make sure that you put in the correct start date, because the version of the data update that does all of the transfers in real time uses that start date to basically do it in real time as it suggests. But once again, you need to take the URL of the proof page and paste it in here before you hit submit change, and that will do it and put it through. And obviously, once again, it'll go through to moderation, which we'll cover in a few seconds. But you can see that Tuchel has now been transferred to FC Bayern starting on the 30th of March. Excellent. So I mentioned moderating. Now, any changes that you put through on the data update page where you click contribute and edit the data and everything like that, all of that goes into pending unless you are a staff member where you are automatically go through to enabled. But all of those changes need moderating, and if you are a moderator, it will tell you here how many submissions have been done that are pending. You just click latest submissions, the little icon above the data update at the top there, and it will show a pending submission, and you click on the word pending and you can enable, disable, mark as unconfirmed, wrong proof. We'll go through all the detail there in a second, but you need to check the proof. Every submission needs to have the proof checked to make sure that all of the data submitted is good. And you can see here, it is. I mean, we've just done it. So that's okay. We can enable it. Or we can also, if it's unconfirmed, if it's too early, we can do that there. If it's a wrong proof, we can do that there. If it's a duplicate, if someone's done it twice, we can do it there. If it's spam, exactly, you can basically do it right there. It's just from the drop down. You click on the word pending, you set enabled if everything is good, and the change goes from pending to enabled and will appear in the next version of the database that is released the following day. Now, if you're interested in being a moderator, please check out the link in the description. It's really, really simple to do that, and then you can apply to be a staff member here at SortitoutSI. Again, follow the link in the description and get involved with moderating the data update. Now, we've mentioned how important proofs are, and we're going to give you an example of why they are so important by using Andrés Santos, who obviously went from Vasco da Gama to Chelsea, and basically there's a lot of rumours going around before it actually happened. So the first, if we scroll all the way down, you can see lots of unconfirmed and disabled transfers that have gone into the data update and then been removed again. So the first one you can see here is just using a proof which looks like it's just a rumour, so there's been declined for being a rumour. It's not a confirmed transfer, it was just rumoured. They're going to basically transfer him at this point, but that is submitted too early. It's not an official announcement, it's not an official contract being signed, it's not an official transfer, so we don't want that. We want it only when the transfer is confirmed and actually happening. So rumours basically aren't any use to anyone. They will get disabled or unconfirmed and removed from the data update. And then once again, if you see plenty of times it's happened, there's also rumours around him being moved on loan to Palmeiras, again using a tweet from Fabrizio Romano here, which is obviously usually a very good source, but not a confirmed source. So again, this was done prior to anything happening, and actually this move to Palmeiras didn't actually happen anyway, so it's definitely put in too soon. Once again, it was the final update when it went back on loan to Vasco da Gama, again using the submission of the official statement from the club. But one of the brilliant places to use as proofs is transfermarket.com, and it will tell you exactly where the player is playing in the top corner there, and also has a transfer history. As you scroll down here, you can see exactly what's happened with this player. He's gone from Vasco da Gama to Chelsea for 12.5 million euros, and then gone on loan back to Vasco da Gama. So that has happened in here. You can check everything. So Transfer Market is a brilliant source. Each player's page on the data update will link to their Transfer Market page as well, so you can check things back and forth on there to make sure everything has gone in properly. So basically what we're saying here is it's a great source to use, Transfer Market, as the proof for all updates and submissions to the data update. That's the best source, or the club's official statement on any moves as well, preferably in English to make moderation easier. But if you use a source that's just a rumour or not quite confirmed transfer or speculation, it just makes the moderators work much harder. You have to go through more changes and disable more things, slows down the process. So only use real confirmed transfers where you have that official statement from the club or the Transfer Market page has been updated. So it's really that simple to contribute to the data update for SortitoutSI. You just need to edit the data there. Make sure you've got a source and a proof that shows exactly the change you're trying to make in the database. It will then get moderated, moved from pending to enabled, and will appear in the next version of the data update the following day. If you'd like to get involved with moderating all of these changes, again, there'll be a link in the description which allow you to apply for a role as a member of staff to moderate the data update. And it's a great thing to do to help contribute to this fantastic community-driven project. And I hope you basically enjoy downloading the data update every time you do start a new save. Get the latest transfers all in your game. Particularly important when we get towards the summer transfer window as well. And the versions about doing things in the real time will be available as well soon. So get involved with the data update, contribute and moderate as well. Follow the links in the description, and also watch this next video because it is a cracker.